Customers who spent weeks without their belongings after using a moving and storing service are now pursuing legal action.
Your reporter in Douglas County, Olivia Young, first told the story of a Castle Rock woman impacted by a roof collapse at 1-800-PACK-RAT in Aurora. Olivia then had dozens of other impacted customers reach out to her. And as she shows us, even though customers have their items back, they want that company held accountable.
We were sleeping on the floor. We had nothing and nobody to reach out to us and apologize, give us any kind of explanation.
After their Tampa home was flooded by a hurricane for the third time, Melinda and Josh Miller put their things in storage with 1-800-PACK-RAT before moving to Arvada. Their pods were set to be delivered on August 22nd, but when Melinda called to confirm, she was told their things weren't coming.
They were being really vague and evasive. There was no indication about what had happened.
CBS Colorado learned that a roof collapse at this Aurora facility had cut off access to the containers. The Millers learned a similar mishap occurred at the Tampa facility in the spring, but they were never notified.
What are the chances of this? You know, your pod has been through that
twice
in 8 months.
Frustrated by poor communication in Colorado, they reached out to Kenneth Mockler, who was organizing a motley crew of unhappy PACK-RAT customers.
We were able to get in touch, organize ourselves, share our stories.
We felt like we all trauma bonded together over this experience.
After nearly a month, both families say their belongings suddenly arrive with some minor water damage.
This is our stuff that we waited a long time to get.
Neither party received any compensation from the company, but Mockler says other customers were offered small amounts. It's why the Millers, Mockler, and 10 others are now taking legal action.
The primary objective here is to bring to light the behavior of this company and how we were treated.
Friday, their attorneys sending a demand letter to 1-800-PACK-RAT, asking for full reimbursement and compensation for damages. The attorney tells me if PACK-RAT does not comply, they will file a lawsuit alleging breach of contract, violation of consumer protections, and infliction of emotional distress.
There's a familiar pattern here from PACK-RAT. There are ways to hold them accountable, and we're trying to do that so that ultimately they just don't treat people like they treated us.
1-800-PACK-RAT has not yet responded to our request for comment on this demand letter.
Now, PACK-RAT never told us how many customers were impacted, but I learned from the site's property management that at least 250 containers were inside. They also shared that it was a forklift accident that started all of this. I'm Olivia Young, covering Colorado First.
Olivia grew up in Douglas County, and she wants to share stories from communities there. So reach out to her through cbscolorado.com, call 303-863-TIPS, or email yourreporter@cbs.com.